Hi everyone, I'm gonna do a quick box opening for a Pullip. I got her, I don't know, about a week or so ago with that big box that I had gotten from Bai, a couple of doll stuff and just random, Japanese goodies. So this Pullip is Calico version Drowsy. I'm not totally sure if that's her name, but this is a Pullip. And the really cool thing about her is that she has kind of like a tan skin, which you can see my Pullips back there. They're all basically the same exact, like very light skin tone. 3 of them are Heston and Mukyu, so they all kind of look the same anyway. And then the other 2 on the other side is like an Alice and then like a maid kind of schoolgirl. So they all are the same kind of skin tone. So I was pretty excited to get this particular Pullip just because I do like that she's kind of a cat and that she has that different skin tone. I did buy her secondhand off of Yahoo Japan through Bai. So it looks to me like the previous owner probably wrapped her up in this like cellophane wrapping, but I'm going to go ahead and open her up because I want to put her out with the rest of my Pullip there. And you can see I have a couple smart dolls and Volk's mini Dolphy Dream up there. They're gonna have to vacate that space so I can make room for this one. Somebody did really wrap this nicely, but I'm just kind of like trying to open up the cellophane. I know some people really like to keep these in their boxes, which their boxes are nice because you can still see them, through the opening there. But I like having them out. And I haven't really done a whole lot with my Pullips to kind of just stand there being cute. But my enjoyment, I think, from most dolls is that I like taking them out and getting pictures of them. So I definitely like them out of the boxes. Of course, I open a lot of dolls and then I don't have time to do stuff with them. So they end up going back in their boxes for a little while until I get a chance to do something. So anyway, in here at the top, it definitely looks like she was never opened. They have the instructions for the little stand that comes with Pullip, as well as the instructions on how to use their buttons to move their eyes back and forth, which is definitely a feature that is not something I have in my other dolls. Okay, so when I pulled this out, the cellophane here at the bottom kind of pulled back, but it didn't rip or anything, and it looks to me like it would just need to be kind of pressed against the cardboard to kind of re-secure it there, which now it's pretty much staying, so I think that's okay. I don't know. I do keep these boxes stored away, so I don't really have a big concern or worry for them. So here she is out of the box. She has a really cute kind of like vintagey looking or antique-y looking dress. I don't know, it has frills, it's cute. I love her hair. It's two-toned like browns and whites, and then she has those cat ears to give her a cat look, and then it looks like she has a necklace and a collar of some sort to put over the top of her dress. And then her eyes are like these really pretty yellow eyes. I think it would have been a cute effect to give her like cat eyes, but that's okay. Oh, and then on the side, another cool thing with Pullips is there's a card that comes with that is an image of the doll, and then kind of gives, it's like kind of like the certificate of authenticity, which I think is pretty cool. But they're also kind of like collectible cards, so it kind of is a little neat that way. She has a nice little brown stand here. So everything in here is kind of like held in with either tape or like little plastic ribbons, but then the plastic ribbons are taped down on the outside of the cardboard. So it's going to be a moment for me to free these things. So I actually am going to pause this for just a second, and then I will show you guys where I'm at with unboxing everything. Okay, I got her out of the box, and I did have to do a little bit of finagling. I didn't cut any of the plastic parts. I did cut some tape, and then there was some twisty ties that were holding down like around her neck and then around her two hair pieces here. And the interesting thing is her hair is not in ponytails. It is actually meant to flow loose, but I kind of like it in ponytails. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Can't see this from the back of the box or the front of the box. A little tail. That is so adorable. Her hair is in a net, and there is like a little plastic wrap around her head to keep her hair smooth. So let's just take the plastic part off and put that back in the box. Her hair still stays pretty smooth, as long as you're not, you know, messing with it too much. I kind of want to tie her hair into ponytails. I think ribbon would be best instead of trying to finagle, you know, like clear rubber bands around all those curls. But I do want to get the hairnet off soon so I can see those curls and appreciate them. So I'm going to have to find some ribbon. I'm sure I have something. Speaking of ribbon, her ears are literally just a little ear headband with ribbons to tie underneath her chin. The extra bits that were on the side is a little collar. I think that goes just kind of over the front of her dress, and then she actually also has a tiny little necklace which has a little like pearl bead on it. So I just want to see. Well, there isn't an actual picture of the doll. Well, okay, there is on the card, right? And it looks to me like this collar would lay kind of like a sailor collar, where the flat pieces at the back and then the two front pieces come around to form like that sailor look on the front. Oh my gosh, here's another cute little detail that's hard to notice from the box. Let me see if I can. This hairnet is kind of wrapped around one of her, actually it's wrapped around both of the little pearl buttons on her dress, so I just carefully undid that. And I think I am going to leave her hair in these nets until I can get some ribbons, but otherwise she's okay. So look at this cute little detail here. So besides the tail, which is adorable, on the side of her dress is like a little kind of, I don't know what that's called, like, I mean, it's a cat obviously, like stitched in there, but it's like a patch. I don't know, it's just super cute. That's really adorable. Alright, so let's see if I can. Where did I put that necklace now? I set it somewhere. Where did it go? It's not in her box. Oh, so silly. How could I have misplaced such a tiny little thing? Oh, it was underneath the collar. Alright, so I'm going to put her collar on here real quick. The dress collar, I should say. It's funny to say collar for a cat thing, because I guess some people would put, you know, collars and tags on their cats to keep them safe when they're wandering around outside. And this collar for the dress attaches with a hook and metal hook, so that's pretty easy. So the only thing about this is I think you would have to work on it a little bit to make it lay flat, because obviously right now with it having been in the box taped onto the side, it's gonna kind of poof out and not lay flat on her shoulders. I don't know how you might go about doing that other than maybe putting her hands up to keep it laying flat, or maybe you could actually iron it a little bit to, you know, find where the crease is on the shoulders and then maybe pin it and iron it down. I don't know. I don't know if I even own an iron. I might. But for now it's not really like laying perfectly flat, so I think, I don't know if I should take it off or leave it on. I think I'm going to take it off because it bothers me that it's like just laying across the top of her shoulders like a weird non-gravity efficient cloak of some sort. So let me put her necklace on. That's the cute little, you know, pearl there. And it looks to just be Velcro closure, so that shouldn't be too bad. But you have to be careful because this is so small. I don't know, it looks like they stitched on a couple pieces of Velcro, but I wonder if, like, if you pull too hard, you might yank that Velcro right off of the ribbon, because it's like just 2 patches of Velcro stitched onto some ribbon. Alright, so have her collar on. See, I'm calling this a collar too, it's more like a necklace. And this too is laying just a little bit funky, but better than the shawl was. So there's the necklace on her. Oh my gosh, she's so cute, you guys. Let's see. One thing that I think she is sadly deficient in is shoes. I only have a few Pullips and they're all secondhand, and some of them came with shoes and some of them did not. The Hatsunis all have boots. My Alice girl did not come with shoes, and that, like, maid girl, I can't see from where I'm sitting. The maid girl has shoes. She was secondhand too, but she seemed to be brand new. These 3 and the Alice girl definitely were not brand new. In fact, I think the 2 of the Hatsune Mikus didn't even come with their box. I don't remember. I'd have to go back in my videos to confirm. All right, I'm just going to set her on this box for a second. I just want to show you guys, people who aren't familiar with Pullip and are curious about it. They do come with their own stand, and they're different colors. They don't have a wide range of colors. Like up here I have gold, white, and black, and this is decidedly a gold one. So I don't know if they have a bunch of colors, or if this is pretty much it, but it's super simple. You see this base just snaps right in and out of the little notch there, and I really like that. And it's just like a little spring piece here to put around their waist. So I'm going to put her in there so that she can stand up. Question is, should I put that over her tail or under her tail? I think I'm going to do above her tail, because it's just where it's hitting, I think. Now, I don't know if some people may not like these stands or not. I like them for the fact that they're just something to automatically help hold these dolls up, because they are top heavy, since they have the big old noggins and like the tiny little bodies. But you know, these, if you leave them permanently in these stands, which I kind of do for the most part, you know, you could potentially damage the clothing. It could get creased there. The like Miku Hatsunis have those like pleather things, and they're definitely damaged where they've been held up by the stands. And that's not just from me holding it up, you know, having them here for the short period that I've had them, but really just for anybody who's used these in the past, the previous owners. It's just, you know, that's, we all know that's just the fate of pleather, is that it's going to fall apart, but adding extra stress to it doesn't help with these little stands. All right, so I've got her on here, and you guys will see that she's already trying to tip backwards. That's just how these dolls are, because they are so top heavy. There is like a tiny little like line across the bottom of the base that kind of catches their shoes sometimes, which doesn't have shoes, so there's nothing for her to catch and hold on to. Oh my gosh, she's just so cute. I know that this little collar thing is a nice extra piece to the outfit, but until I can get it to lay right, I actually think she looks pretty cute in just this dress as it is. But I'm going to tie her ears back on here to get the overall kitty effect. So my curiosity with this particular doll, I know it's a relatively new release. I don't really follow Pullip that much to keep up on when their releases are. I just wonder, you know, with this type of doll where you get fur accents, you know, obviously the coloring of the ears is going to be slightly different depending on how the fur accent piece was cut. So that's kind of a nice thing to think about is that each one of these dolls kind of has her own unique set of ears. Okay, I'm not tying this perfectly, but, and she's trying to tilt over as I'm tying this on her. I'm sorry you guys can't really see what I'm doing here, but I'll show you in just a second. And then also I wonder with the wig, since it's two-toned, would that also result in slightly different variations of how these dolls look? Okay. Because I have seen one other person post about getting her. And I didn't really look too closely, and I don't remember if she showed hers out of the box. Well, that's funny. Each little kind of split hair piece here has their own hair net. So I'm going to try to like tug those up on those curls so that they kind of keep them protected. Alright, so here she is with her ears and her necklace. Make sure that's kind of laying as best as it can. And her tail and her skirt all kind of laying nice and flat. I think Pullip would do well to add magnets to their doll feet and then to the doll bases, so that would help to stop them from doing this number. See how she wants to lean back because she's so heavy. So you have to kind of almost like tilt them forward, or definitely have shoes that help them from stopping falling over. Anyway, there she is. I think she's super adorable. You know, these ears have like a white side and then they kind of have this brown side. I almost would reverse it and make it look, you know, a little bit more colorful. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute either way. But there she is. This is, I guess, Calico version of Drowsy Pullip. And I think she's super cute and I really love that tan skin. What I need to do is put her up kind of over there behind the two Smarties and next to that Volks Dolphy Dream, Mini Dolphy Dream, but I think I'm going to have to move the Smarties to achieve that. But for the video, I'll take a picture of them all lined up and then you guys can see them all together. I do have one other Pullip. If you guys remember from my previous video, I got that kind of damaged one. I'm hoping I can repair it and then that'll be it. Gotta stop with the Pullips. They're cute and they're great because they're not too expensive in comparison to some of the other dolls that I have. Most of the other dolls that I have, actually. But I like them more. They're kind of more just for looks as opposed to traveling around with me. But because they are so small and fairly light and everything, I do think that I could bring them around to more places. Oh, she's so cute. I love her tea. I'm calling it tea because that's the only thing I can think of, tea skin for smart dolls. But tan skin. Oh, she's really cute. Anybody else have her? Anybody else getting into Pullips a little bit more lately like I am? Let me know what you think. What are your ideas and opinions about the top heaviness and the best way to keep them standing upright? I don't know. I like them. Thank you guys for watching and have a great, great night.